Southwest. But these guys are just such givers. That's why we love having them over to our house. They brought everybody a copy of Bulletproof Picasso. Pat said he thinks she'd rather have the wine. Whatever. Hey, pay it forward, people. You take this home, you rock out in your underwear and sing into your hairbrush. Go out and buy a bottle of wine. Bulletproof Picasso is available now. Check out our website for more info on Train's huge summer tour. You will see me there, I promise you. We'll see you when we see everybody. Bye-bye.
Coming up next on News Channel 5 at noon, we'll have details on a new development in the purchase of the old Digital Domain building in Port St. Lucie and a new warning about measles on the Treasure Coast. We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
Addiction, like a thunderstorm, begins with a single drop, sweeping families away in the surge.
I didn't have my father in my life, my mother, I didn't know where she was.
Here in South Florida, Faith Farm Ministries, a free residential recovery program, provides shelter from the storm.
Faith Farm gave me the hope. Faith Farm gave me the love.
Miracles happen every day here.
To learn the many ways you can support Faith Farm Ministries, including the donation of usable household items, visit faithfarm.org.
It is official. It's a weather alert day. The radar showing storms moving in.
So when can we expect to get hit the hardest? Let's go to Storm Team 5's Glenn Glazer for the details.
All right, good afternoon, Holiday Mike. Let me show you what's going on here. It is a Storm Team 5 weather alert day. It means the meteorologists here at News Channel 5 believe the weather could greatly impact your routine, especially this afternoon and this evening. We could see some strong thunderstorms develop from now all the way through about 8 o'clock tonight and maybe a little bit after that as well. We could see excessive lightning, wind, heavy rainfall, and there's even the potential for some small hail throughout the rest of the day today. As we take a quick look at the radar this morning, this afternoon, Live Viper 5 Max showing you some showers and thunderstorms that have already pushed offshore, but there's more building back here to the west. Let me zoom into a couple of spots for you here. We have some pretty heavy rainfall coming down. Right now, just leaving Royal Palm and heading over right toward West Palm Beach here and over toward the coast. And that's really heavy rain, and the reds and yellows and oranges right there. Could get a couple lightning strikes in there as well. Fort Drum with some rainfall there and a couple of showers south of Fellsmere. We also have more rain building in just to the west of Buckhead Ridge and Okeechobee. So everything moving west to east this afternoon. I'll tell you where we have the highest potential for strong thunderstorms coming up in just a few minutes.
President Obama says a full review is underway after 2 hostages being held by al-Qaeda were accidentally killed. The president said one was an American doctor. Warren Weinstein was working for the U.S. Agency for International Development. The other was an Italian man doing relief work when they were abducted.
As president and as commander-in-chief, I take full responsibility for all our counterterrorism operations, including the one that inadvertently took the lives of Warren and Giovanni. I profoundly regret what happened. On behalf of the United States government, I offer our deepest apologies to the families.
The president says the U.S. did not know they were being held at the locations when those attacks took place.
New at noon, a report that the Digital Domain building in Port St. Lucie is being bought by Christ Fellowship Church. Our news partners at TC Palm are reporting the church has agreed to buy the building for $13 million. The city council still must approve the purchase by the megachurch. The city borrowed almost $40 million to build the studio for Digital Domain when the company went bankrupt. I have a health alert for you this midday. A child with measles may have recently exposed people to the virus at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center. The child was there registering for summer camp 2 weeks ago today. News Channel 5's Katie Johnson live from outside the Civic Center. Much more on what you need to know. Katie?
Well, the health department is really trying to make a proactive stance on measles here in St. Lucie County. They're trying to identify some of the places where this little girl was while she was sick. One of those places was right here at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center. This is the same child the health department identified earlier this month after being diagnosed with the measles. County health department leaders say the child was not vaccinated. There are a total of 4 cases of measles confirmed here on the Treasure Coast. I spoke to a doctor earlier this week who tells me if you're exposed to someone with the measles, it takes about a week to 14 days to show the symptoms if you catch it. So if you were exposed to this child, you would already be showing the signs. The symptoms include a blotchy rash, fever, cough, and red, watery eyes. Anyone who worries they may have been exposed while at the Civic Center 2 weeks ago should contact their doctor or the St. Lucie Health Department. Live in Port St. Lucie, Katie Johnson, WPTV News Channel 5.
Happening right now, the Riviera Beach Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened at the Travelodge Motel on Blue Heron Boulevard. They say a woman was shot and dropped off at a hospital. She is in stable condition. Police say there are 2 people they think are connected with this shooting. Right now, there is a search going on for an inmate deputies say escaped from a correctional facility yesterday in West Palm Beach. He has a long criminal record, mainly for car thefts. If you see him, call the number on your screen or 911.
New developments in the case of a severe child neglect in Riviera Beach. The State Department of Children and Families now saying that 2 kids allegedly locked in closets for days at a time were not the only ones in this house. Our news partners at the Palm Beach Post report there were 3 more. All have been removed from the home of Sabrina Golden Hazel and Quincy Hazel. At least 2 of the children reported they had never been to school, a doctor, or a dentist, and sometimes forced to eat garbage. The Hazels remain in jail this morning. DCF is currently investigating. The Okeechobee County teen with autism seen on a video being beaten last year is under arrest. Police say 17-year-old Aaron Hill pulled a knife on a man and threatened to cut him during a fight at a fast food restaurant last Friday. Hill was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon along with possession of drug paraphernalia and alcohol by a person under the age of 21. At last check, Hill is in a juvenile detention center.
A bill that would make women wait a day before they get an abortion is on to the state Senate after passing in the House. Pro-life groups are cheering while pro-choice supporters say it is unnecessary. One local mom says she got pregnant at 16 years old and decided to have her baby. She finished high school, went to college, got a job, made ends meet. A few years later, she found herself pregnant again, and this time she made a decision she says was right for her and her daughter.
If they had told me that I needed to wait for 24 hours, it just would have been cruel.
But pro-life supporters say the 24 hours may help prevent impulsive decision making for women who are torn making this decision.
Their thinking is clouded with a lot of emotion.
The bill does include exceptions for women who have been victims of rape, incest, domestic violence, or human trafficking, but they do have to provide a police report or some other proof that they were victims.
Even before recent police shootings captured the nation's attention, the Contact 5 investigators in the Palm Beach Post were collecting and analyzing some 250 police shootings from our area in the past 15 years. Tonight at 11, Katie LeGrone reveals the results of this first-of-its-kind investigation.
One department.
We don't ask people to draw guns on us to try to kill us.
15 years.
Put up your hands, stop what you're doing, and comply with us.
123 shootings.
And he started shooting and shooting and shooting and watched my son fall to the ground.
Nearly all of them.
The deputy took the action that he had to take to neutralize the threat to him.
Justified.
We don't get paid to get beat up. We don't get paid to get shot. And it's the citizens' duty to submit to our authority.
This has gone far beyond giving law enforcement officers the benefit of the doubt.
The problem is, how do we make sure that the community knows that what they're getting is the truth?
In an unprecedented investigation, the Contact 5 investigators and the Palm Beach Post partnered up and analyzed thousands of court records, incident reports, and internal investigations. What we reveal tonight will have everyone talking tomorrow. Line of Fire, tonight at 11, only on News Channel 5.
You know, you only get one senior prom, and let's face it, not everyone can afford it, especially these days, which is why a local teacher is asking for your help. Christine Bossert is a teacher at Boynton Beach High School, and for years she's been doing this. She's been collecting donations and money to help students go to prom, but she says this year the need is greater than ever before. She says some of her students are homeless, others don't have parents. Bossert says she'd just like to give them one worry-free, fun night.
She basically is another reason why I like to graduate, because I don't really have to graduate for nobody really coming to my graduation.
Bossert is asking for $100. That's it for each of the 50 teams she's trying to send to the prom. If you'd like to help, we've posted all that information you need to know on our WPTV Facebook page.
All right, coming up, what's one major cruise line doing to attract passengers? And a hint, it deals with booze. And it's not Thanksgiving or Christmas, but one of the most unhealthiest times of the year for children is right around the corner.
And what are many people planning to do over the next couple of months? And how much will it cost you? We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Spirit, discounted to just $335 per month. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
I work at the Palm Beach County Club.
I love my job, and I love the people I work with.
We're family. We care about each other. And we care about our community.
We believe in giving back.
And getting involved.
Because we know that people are what matters most.
I am
Palm Beach County Club.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now. Like this new Heartland Elk Ridge Express, discounted to just $234 per month. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Good afternoon again, everyone. It is a Storm Team 5 weather alert day, and as we take a look at live Viper 5 Max, you can see we've got showers and a few thunderstorms in the area. Here's some of the heaviest rainfall coming down right now, heading through West Palm Beach and up toward Riviera Beach as well. So make sure you pay attention to the weather through the rest of the day today. We could see some strong thunderstorms. We'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, parents, listen up as you get ready for your children's summer vacation. A new YMCA report says only half of children get at least 1 hour of exercise a day. It actually says 64% of kids spend at least 3 hours a day on computers, playing video games, or watching TV during the summer. It adds the quality of children's diets tends to decrease in the summer as well, with many not eating the recommended amount of vegetables, and 3/4 drink sugar-sweetened beverages at least once a week.
Home Depot says it will stop selling vinyl flooring that contains a toxic group of chemicals known as phthalates. These are considered dangerous to kids and are commonly found in flooring at levels which exceed U.S. safety standards for kids' toys and clothing. Home Depot says it will stop selling the floors by the end of the year, becoming the first major retailer to eliminate those toxic chemicals. If you're planning on maybe doing some home improvements around the house, seems you're not alone. Almost a third of Americans say they'll take on a home renovation project this year, with nearly 2/3 getting started during the spring. A survey found 1 in 5 will spend $10,000 on renovations alone. 7 in 10 will do at least some of the work themselves. Might get busy.
Okay, will do. Norwegian Cruise Line offering free booze to attract more customers on short cruises out of Miami. The cruise line says it will include wine, beer, spirits, and soda on Norwegian skies starting in January. That ship sails from Miami on a 3 to 4 day cruise. The Miami Herald reporting the company slightly raised the base price on cruises for the ship next year, but not as much as it would cost to buy a drinks pass package on other cruise lines. Those packages typically run about $50 per person a day.
Driving along the highways, you notice the guardrails. Why is the federal government investigating some of the makers? It's part of our Contact 5 investigation. The details on that are coming up.
Plus, no, that's not a bad picture. That's white spots, and it's not what you think it is. We'll explain this in April, folks.
Need to be fearful. There are a lot of issues with the sheriff's office.
James is gone and he starts shooting and shooting and shooting.
How could you have been charging someone but got shot in the back?
We need answers.
It has everybody concerned.
I woke up in the hospital.
It clearly is not good.
We keep asking ourselves, how do unarmed people get shot?
The public is owed the truth.
An unprecedented one-year investigation. Line of Fire. Tonight at 11.
I'm Brian Vickers, NASCAR driver.
I'm Kevin Nealon, comedian.
And I'm Arnold Palmer, professional golfer. Know what we have in common?
We talked to our doctors about treatment with Xarelto. Me, when I had a blood clot on my leg that could have traveled to my lungs.
That's why I took Xarelto too.
Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
I took Xarelto for AFib, an irregular heartbeat that can lead to a stroke from a blood clot. Xarelto is proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem.
Hey, well, I'm glad we got together.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
I tried warfarin before, but the blood testing routine and dietary restrictions had me off my game.
Tell me about it. Let's see, golf clinic or blood clinic? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Not this time.
That was Xarelto.
Anything else?
I'll have another Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
Make mine a Kevin Nealon. Really, Brian?
Hey, safety first.
Like all blood thinners, don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of a blood clot or stroke. While taking Xarelto, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious bleeding, and in rare cases may be fatal. Get help right away if you developed unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you have had spinal anesthesia while on Xarelto, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures. Before starting Xarelto, tell your doctor about any conditions such as kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
Xarelto has been prescribed more than 11 million times in the U.S., and that number's growing.
Like your guys' scores.
With Xarelto, there is no regular blood monitoring and no known dietary restrictions.
Treatment with Xarelto was the right move for us.
Ask your doctor about Xarelto. You may be able to get up to 12 months at no cost.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
An update now to a Contact 5 investigation. Federal investigators are now looking into the safety of controversial guardrails. What's called the ET Plus is meant to absorb the impact of a car that hits it head on, but some say it malfunctions and turns into deadly spears. Now the U.S. Justice Department is doing a criminal investigation into these guardrails. Dozens of lawsuits alleging the company Trinity made cost-cutting design changes that had deadly consequences.
The search for buried secrets at the former Florida School for the Boys in Okeechobee cost taxpayers $10,000. News Channel 5 was there earlier this month when cadaver dogs spent 3 days searching the grounds. They didn't find anything, but for decades, widespread reports of abuse and torture surrounded the school. We even spoke to one of the survivors of that abuse. You can see his story on our website, WPTV.com.
The man who once led the U.S. fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as served as CIA director, is planning to plead guilty this afternoon to leaking secret information. David Petraeus admitted he provided classified journals to a woman writing his biography. He admitted he was having an affair with her. The Justice Department is recommending that his sentence be limited to probation and not prison time. The judge will make the final sentencing decision this afternoon. More bad news for the Secret Service. A new report out says they did not fix an alarm system at President George H.W. Bush's home for more than a year. According to that report, the agency received warnings in 2010 that the alarm in the former president's Houston home was likely going to fail and was out of date. But the Secret Service denied requests to replace it. During that span, the Secret Service just added an agent to the property. But according to reports, some people inside the Secret Service didn't feel that one additional roving agent was enough protection in lieu of the broken alarm system. Some white knuckle moments for a plane full of passengers flying from Paris to the United States. The Delta flight they were on hit such strong turbulence it had to be diverted to Boston. It was heading to New Jersey. It made an emergency landing. Some passengers were sick. 2 were taken to a hospital.
All right, before we complain about how hot it's been the past couple of weekends, just look at what they're facing in Detroit. That's the scene at last night's baseball game, and yes, that is snow. The temperature was 40 degrees with stiff winds blowing from the west at up to 23 miles per hour. Oh my goodness, baseball fans, boy, they bundled up, and just think warm thoughts on a chilly night in the Motor City makes us happy that we live in paradise, right, Glenn?
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Yeah, certainly very warm here. In fact, we could hit some record highs this weekend. But before we get there, we've got to deal with today. And today is a Storm Team 5 weather alert day. Again, that means the meteorologists here believe that the weather this afternoon will have a great impact on your daily routine. And we'll be doing top of the hour updates. And of course, we start our full newscast with the now starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Strong thunderstorms possible from now through 8 o'clock tonight. Maybe a little bit after that. We'll keep you up to date as we continue through the afternoon and evening. Excessive lightning, wind, heavy rainfall, even some hail possible. In fact, here are all the different weather threats that we could run into this afternoon. We are talking about a lot of lightning strikes, that for sure. Winds could be 45 to 55 miles per hour and gusting a little higher than that. Again, that small hail. We could see some street flooding. In fact, we could see 2 inches of rainfall or more in isolated locations in some of the bigger thunderstorms that developed this afternoon. So right now, we've got a lot of activity offshore. We've got new showers and thunderstorms popping up to the west, and everything is moving from west to east today because of the westerly flow that we have in place, pushing everything toward the east coast. Also got a little bit of a sea breeze coming in, so that will impact the winds coming across the state here, and we could see that fire up this afternoon with some showers and thunderstorms before we even see the bulk of the rainfall later on today. Right now, Fellsmere, Winter Beach, Fort Drum, Sebastian with a little bit of rainfall. There's some shower activity, and it looks like a lightning strike just coming in there, so a little thunderstorm there right around Buckhead Ridge. Palm City with some rainfall coming down. You see this heading off the coast here, and a little more rainfall just firing up west of Florida Club. This is some really heavy rainfall right here. This is moving all the way over toward the east, and it stretches from western parts of Palm Beach Gardens all the way down to off of Palm Beach here, and all of it continuing to push to the east and down to the south a little bit quieter in Boca and Delray and Boynton, but we do have some new rainfall firing up here that's pushing over toward the east. So as we take a look at the radar, you'll see there's quite a bit going on over on the west coast of Florida, and all of this is streaming across the state. And we have a disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico that's kind of moving across Florida today, helping to enhance our weather situation. So there you see the winds and that flow from west to east. So watch what happens here as we move through the afternoon with Vipercast. So here's 12 o'clock. As we get to about 1:30, sea breeze firing up, coming in and meeting that west coast breeze. And so you see some showers and thunderstorms firing up here. But look what happens around 4:30 this afternoon. That's a lot of activity that could happen this afternoon. That's where we could see some of the really strong thunderstorm activity, especially over closer to the coast here. And then things start to quiet down a bit as we head into the evening hours. Now, the good news for us is that tomorrow and Saturday will be a little drier. We still have some chances for rain, but we're going to see a lot more sunshine. And then on Sunday, rain chances start to pick up again. It's actually on Sunday when we have the chance to break some high temperature records. Then we have some rain chances Monday, Tuesday, and especially Wednesday. And why Wednesday? Because a cold front will be moving through our area on Wednesday. Thursday looks cooler and drier.
All right, so you may think you've tasted all different versions of mac and cheese, but now there's one with a secret ingredient. Howard is in Mr. Food's test kitchen showing us.
When it comes to mac and cheese, it seems like everyone has their favorite. Let me tell you, we've tried them all. But the new one that Patty just created for our Everyday Diabetic Recipe website is really amazing. And it has a secret ingredient. She started by mixing margarine and flour together with a bit of salt and pepper. Once that came together, she slowly added some fat-free milk. That's the base of our sauce. Once that thickened up, she stirred in some shredded reduced fat cheddar and mozzarella cheese until it was smooth. And as for the secret ingredient, Patty added some cooked butternut squash. And that can be frozen squash that's been thawed, or it can be freshly baked and mashed. Either way, let me tell you, it makes the sauce so rich and creamy without any guilt. And when she tossed it with some pasta, then topped it with Munster cheese and baked it off, it was amazing. So what are you waiting for? It's time to introduce your gang to a new twist on an old favorite. I think the best part is that no one will ever know that there's squash in it. The recipe for our 3-cheese macaroni and cheese is online now, so you can whip up a batch as soon as tonight. It's that easy. I'm Howard with Patty in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a healthier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Squash in the mac and cheese?
I'd squash it up.
Up in your game.
Smash through that.
If you're interested in this recipe, we've got it all laid out for you. Go to our website, WPTV.com/Mr. Food.
All right, who would win in a race, a kite surfer or a ferry boat? I'm going to show you who got to the finish line first when we get back.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
The police officer wasn't protecting anybody when he shot Jamil. There are a lot of issues with the sheriff's office in shooting people.
The biggest joint investigation of the year at 11.
True Treasure's biggest sale.
What? True Treasure's biggest sale.
Ralph, Polly, why are you squawking?
True Treasure's big sale of the year. That means you get our amazing finds at the lowest prices.
Enormous discounts on art, fine furniture, consignments, and accessories at both True Treasure's locations. How could you not know about True Treasure's biggest sale of the year, Molly? Oh, I knew. I was just hoping you wouldn't tell everyone else.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? How about something from our new Greek-inspired Mediterranean collection? Juicy chicken or tender steak, topped with crumbled feta cheese, crunchy cucumbers, black olives, or any of your favorite veggies. The finishing touch is a creamy tzatziki sauce. Try yours on fresh toasted flatbread, as a fresh chopped salad, or in a soft flour wrap. The new Subway Mediterranean collection won't be here long, so enjoy it while it lasts. Subway, eat fresh.
Yeah, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I tried so hard, I can't ride above it. I don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
We'll make you smile with our BMW X3 giveaway, April 25th. One free entry daily. Bonus entries April 21st. Play more, be happy. That's how we roll at Isle Casino Pompano Park.
Come on.
It was the moment that left America saying, tonight, the Blacklist is all new, and it's worth the wait.
They're coming.
The Blacklist returns, all new, tonight at 9/8 Central, here on NBC. Dateline tonight. A family will buried generations deep. A fortune worth killing for.
He said he would give me $55,000.
And the Texas pecan queen at the center of it all. Dateline tonight on NBC.
Need a new mattress? Come to El Dorado and shop Florida's largest mattress selection.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my plumbing.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Finally at noon, take a look at this. A race between a kite surfer and a ferry happened yesterday in the North Sea on a 10-mile route from Denmark to Germany. Now, at one point, the woman kite surfing and the ship had to battle waves more than 6 feet high. Look at that GoPro shot right there. Want to take a guess at who won? The kite surfer made it to the finish line about 10 seconds before the boat. How about
I would
that?
have had my money on the boat, so I clearly would have lost. But a 10-second difference.
You just got to hope the wind is blowing the right way.
Yeah, there you go.
It could have gone the other way, you know?
Yeah, that helps. All right, so we have a weather alert day.
Yep.
That's until 8 o'clock tonight. So from now until 8 o'clock, we're going to be updating you at the top of every hour, and we'll have team coverage with Steve Weigel and James Whelan starting at 4 o'clock on the Now. But we want to keep you up to date. When you take a look at what's going on the radar right now, you can see the showers and thunderstorms really firing up and moving from west to east. It's going to be a very active afternoon. afternoon. We could see some very strong thunderstorms this afternoon, and that would include gusty winds, heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, and even some small hail is going to be possible as we continue into especially mid to late afternoon and early evening. Now, tomorrow will be somewhat drier. We still have a chance for some rain Friday and Saturday, but a lot more sunshine both of those days. As we get into the weekend, we could hit some record high temperatures, especially on Sunday. The record high for Vero is 95 degrees. The record high for West Palm, 93 on Sunday. We should get to about 92, but we could edge out some of those record highs. So be careful this afternoon. Make sure you stay up to date on the weather.
All right, wet drive home.
Carry that umbrella.
Right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thanks for watching.
I work at the Palm Beach County Club.
I love my job, and I love the people I work with.
We're family. We care about each other. And we care about our community.
We believe in giving back.
And getting involved.
Because we know that people are what matters most.
I am.
I am. I am.
I am Palm Beach County Club.
As former firemen, we learned the key to doing a great job was to work well together.
It's also the key to making a great sandwich.
Take our turkey bacon ranch sub, pile high with smoked turkey breast, sharp cheddar cheese, creamy peppercorn ranch, then top with bacon.
Or try our Hook and Ladder Light. It starts at just $5.49. Like all our subs, a perfect balance of ingredients working well together.
If only you and your barber could work so well together.
At least I still need one.
Please.
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
Welcome back. Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Orden has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze, and he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill and Freeze.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. Lines are gone.
Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300-400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get this instant wrinkle-removing miracle for the low price of only $39.95. And as part of our 1 million bottle giveaway, Dr. Orden is including a second $60 bottle of Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. Dr. Orden will even include his Micro-Pure resurfacing pads, intensive repair serum, and Collagen Lift moisturizer, a $200 value free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery. That's a $15 value free. Plus, you even get to try it risk-free for 30 days with our money-back guarantee. But you must call to order. Call 1-800-399-2119. That's 1-800-399-2119. Order now.
At Price Flooring, we've got you covered.
As a direct importer of floor and bathroom tile, we have over 4,000 tiles to choose from, starting at 99 cents a square foot.
And over 3,000 carpets to choose from, installed with premium pads.
Check out our full line of exotic hardwoods with a lifetime warranty.
And the largest selection of in-stock laminate, made in the USA.
If you're in need of flooring, Price is right for you.
From the moment you walk in our door until you walk on your new floor, Price is right for you.
All right, everybody! What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm Bill Bellamy, and we have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcams trying to win up to $35,000. So let's meet them! From Cleveland, Ohio, give it up for Brittany! From Philmont, New York, give it up for Michael! From Bossier City, Louisiana, flight time in the house. From Southfield, Michigan, give it up to Rosalind. Welcome, everybody. We asked America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics, and all you have to do is guess what America said, and you win the big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah.